Well, nirvana is ultimately your goals. And I'm a big fan of goal setting. Why? Because ultimately, if you don't put a postcode in your sat nav, where's it going to take you? You have no idea. It doesn't even know where you want to go. And ultimately, your goals are your postcode in your sat nav. And so you need some idea. Now, I know there are people that talk about 5 years, 10 years, and even 25-year goals these days. I'm not knocking that. That will work for some people. If you're already successful and you've got proof to yourself that you can achieve your goals, that works. But if you're struggling and you set a big goal, like I'm going to make $1 million a year, and you're on 60 grand a year, well, then it's bullshit. And the chances of you getting there are very, very slim, and you'll probably fall apart. You're much better off saying, right, I'm going to go for 120, from 120 to 250, and from 250 to 500, and from 500 to 1 million. Why? Not because I don't believe in you, but because you need to incrementally grow your self-identity, your power. You've got to overcome all the things that hold you back, that keep you in self-restriction. And the way to do that is goals, incremental goals, build up your power. So that's what Nirvana is all about. And I have a whole sequence of exercises that I get my clients to go through, and I call it the dream machine, because often they have some idea what they want, but they're not really that clear. And so if you just said to me, I want to go to Scotland, I could get you to Edinburgh, and you say, oh, I meant Aberdeen. Well, that's why we need the postcode, yeah? So that's why Nirvana is important. It's life without struggles. It's being happy. And then grace is next. So grace is being happy now. I teach my clients how to be in a state of grace. It's becoming present. It's all that stuff like the power now, all of these sorts of things come into this system so that you can be happy now, moving towards your goals. Then you win. Yeah, and even Earl Nightingale, who was very prominent in the 1950s, and he taught a gentleman called Bob Proctor. Many of your viewers will go, oh, we know Bob Proctor. And I was lucky enough to work with Bob as well before he passed. And Earl Nightingale used to say, I'm going to forget it now, aren't I? Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And so the worthy ideal is your nirvana. And the progressive success is grace. So I'm happy now, moving towards my goals. And again, terms that people know will be like, enjoy the journey. Yeah. And when you hear that, it's like, oh, that's bullshit. I just want to make the money. I just want to be rich. I just want to have whatever I want. But you're missing out on life while you're moving toward it. And I would argue that as you push harder and harder and harder, you might become grumpier and grumpier and grumpier, and you might work so hard you even have a blooming heart attack or your health declines. So why not be absolutely blissfully happy now, moving towards your goals? And that's what I teach the clients to do. And this is all important. So I often use an analogy of a car journey to explain engage. So evolve is like sitting down and saying where we're going to go. What's the plan generally? So, okay, we're going to go over there. So we've got some idea where we're going, but it's vague. And we know we've got to change. We've got to learn to drive if we're going to go on a car journey. Evolve is really seeing the order of what you've got to learn to do to be able to drive that car to wherever you decide to go. Nirvana is the postcode for where it is you want to go. And grace is like being in the car. If you get in a car right now, I'm 3 hours from Scotland. I could keep Scotland in my mind's eye, but I can't see it. And generally, when you're driving, what are you looking about 50 feet ahead of you? And as you're going along that 50 feet, it's the next 50 feet, and then the next 50 feet, and then the next 50 feet. And that's really what grace is about. Being happy now on that journey, knowing I'm going to get to Scotland, but my focus is where I am now. And I'm not panicked. I'm not going to get there. What if I don't get there? You're going to get there. So just chill out and focus on where you are now.